haven't worked in like real STEM, right, in some time, right? Like about 20 years ago, over 20 years ago, I was a quality control microbiologist at Bayer Pharmaceuticals, right? And since then, I've had some STEM jobs, but they were more in education, teaching, middle and high school students maths and in the math and sciences. So the obstacles that I've had to overcome as a person of color have been no different, in my opinion, than any others, right? Like that's part of the blessing that comes with being a person of color. I look at it as a blessing. You have to work twice as hard and be twice as good to get to the level that non-people of color have to get to, and that's just it just comes with it. So I've been dealing with that since I was brought into this world. So that's commonplace to me, right? What I will say though is, especially as an educator, me being a person of color has had a tremendous advantage in allowing me to connect with my students of color. There's always been a shortage of black male educators, black male teachers, and I think my presence, my background in athletics, my background and being a successful student, a successful STEM student, and how I present myself to them. I present myself as someone that can meet you where you are. So if you want to get down and dirty, I can get down and dirty. If you want to keep things above board, and super professional, I'm able to do that as well. But I think it's important to be able to have that ability to connect with individuals. And me being a person of color, teaching in an environment where there's a predominantly, the student base looked a lot like me. I don't ever look at, me being a black male as a burden. I look at it as a blessing. And so much has come to me because of my abilities and because of the blessings that have come to me. I tend to kind of focus on those types of things. So I'm sure there were instances, I just can't recall any, where I've had to, overcome, but that is not atypical of any person of color in any industry. So I don't believe that I'm any different or any special.